The Sanders incident is just the latest in a series of decorum-busting moves that would probably have been unthinkable a generation or two ago. Over the weekend, California Democrat Maxine Waters called on supporters to, quote, push back on Trump cabinet members spotted in restaurants, stores, or other public places. She's been getting hammered for that. Moments ago, she held a news conference on Capitol Hill to insist she never called for any violence.
Trump is the one who's creating lies, trying to have people believe that I talked about harming people. There's nowhere in my statement, anytime, any place, that we talked about harm. And so our members of the Democratic caucus are talking about civility, and that makes good sense. But protest is civility. Protest is about peaceful resistance to the kind of actions that we're experiencing from this president.
Again, that moments ago on Capitol Hill. Tonight, correspondent Doug McKelway looks at the rising tide of anger in politics and whether any end is in sight.
In the window of the Red Hen restaurant in Lexington, Virginia, the words of Martin Luther King Jr. are framed, quote, "Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend." On Friday night, the Red Hen's owner, Stephanie Wilkinson, asked White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders to leave, citing Trump administration policies. Sanders complied. After an employee of the restaurant posted about the incident, Sanders tweeted about Wilkinson, quote, "Her actions say far more about her than about me." Wilkinson later told the Washington Post, quote, "I'm not a huge fan of confrontation," but she added, "This feels like the moment in our democracy when people have to make uncomfortable actions." For others, the booting out of Sanders set a new standard in incivility.
This is very dangerous. She should apologize to the American public.
It follows a week in which members of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus heckled the president in the Capitol building.
"Don't you have kids, Mr. President?"
And a congressional intern hurled an F-bomb at Mr. Trump. The same week, Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen was shouted out of a D.C. restaurant by aggressive hecklers. They showed up outside her town home, too.
What would you do?
Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi had to abandon her night out at the movies in the face of a similarly confrontational mob.
If she wants people to protest, that's one thing. But to continue this, they're inciting violence.
That while Democratic California Congresswoman Maxine Waters called on her supporters to step up the confrontations, quote, "If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd and you push back on them and you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere."
Obviously, what Maxine Waters said is beyond the pale, and really the next move is Democratic colleagues. If she starts to feel the heat from Democrats in the House who tell her publicly she went too far and she should take it back, that's how you start to fix these things.
And that's what the Senate Minority Leader did this afternoon.
But no one should call for the harassment of political opponents. That's not right. That's not American.
House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi partly did that, not naming Waters, but naming the president. She tweeted, quote, "Trump's daily lack of civility has provoked responses that are predictable but unacceptable." The counter-puncher-in-chief fired back with this tweet. Congresswoman Maxine Waters, an extraordinarily low IQ person, has become, together with Nancy Pelosi, the face of the Democrat Party. She has just called for harm to supporters. Be careful what you wish for, Max. And you saw in that late afternoon press conference just moments ago how Maxine Waters blamed the president for the violent rhetoric and took no responsibility for itself. It would be reasonable to infer, however, that she was forced into that late afternoon press conference by the tweet from Leader Pelosi on the House side and the floor remarks by Senator Schumer on the Senate side. That's it from Lexington. Brett, back to you.
Doug McKelway outside the Red Hen. Doug, thanks.